again everyone, how are you all? Hope you're all well. This is a really quick bonus video for me today because I found something really important to me. At first glances, it just looks a manky, stained, scratched, beaten to hell plastic case. But it means a lot more to me. And I just wanted to document this on YouTube so it's just there forever so I can always see it, just in case anything happens to this. If you are a Spectrum fan, you'll probably already spot what the shape of this is, but we'll open it up. And yeah, we have a Sinclair Cambridge calculator. And yeah, Sinclair made an awful lot of calculators back in the day. They got into the calculator market and the radios and everything else all before they got into the home micros. I mean, if you're a Spectrum fan, I'm sure you already know this. But if you don't, then go and check out, there's lots of documentaries online. And go watch the Micro Mem. Gives you a good idea of what was going on at the time. But yeah, that's not what we're getting into here. We're getting into this. And the reason why this one here, this manky, horrible, non-working calculator is very important to me. Because this was my dad's. And this was bought for my dad by my granddad from new. And it was very expensive at the time. My dad was struggling with his maths at school, and my granddad wasn't very, you know, it's a generation thing, wasn't it? They didn't have computers or things like that, but he went out his way, spent quite a lot of his wages at the time where he was working, and got my dad this calculator. And my dad used this calculator all the way through school. My dad used this calculator when he was in the Navy. My mum even remembers my dad still using this when they got together. And just for years and years, this was being used. And I think something happened one time that the battery, I'll show it in a minute in here, got some corrosion and one of the terminals fell off. I would love to get this fixed. I genuinely think that is all that's broken of it. But it's so delicate. You can see there's marks down the side here where it's been prized open. I think my dad did try and fix it. That I'd like to get it done, but I don't want to break it any further. It's a great piece of just my family history kind of thing, because this is what my dad got for the first ever like Sinclair product. Then when he had some money, he bought himself a ZX80. Then he got himself a ZX81. Then he got a ZX80. Good hell, I get my words out right. My dad got, yeah, you don't come here for facts, do you? You come here for the rambles. My dad got then a ZX81, and then it got him the Spectrum, and then the Plus 3 and everything else. And then that passion got passed on to me. And it all started with this here. This exact calculator. Now, let's go back and look at this case. As manky as it is, it really has kept this looking quite nice. And that's what it was designed for. All the scratches and everything on here, they didn't transfer onto that. Up here, where I said it's got some burn marks in it. That's my dad's initials that he burnt into it. And I think he told me he used a safety pin or something like that, heated up, and he was like writing his name, which is T.O., Terence Owen, which is my dad's name. It's embarrassing more, Terence Graham Owen. But yeah, that's that there. And this bit here, he said, can you see these dots that also burnt into it? He did it at the same time here, and I asked him, well, what was the idea behind that? And what he was trying to do was burn holes through it there so we can put like a pin in it, so when you open the battery compartment up, just do it on camera, instead of it coming off, it would just hinge up like that and never be lost. So yeah, it's things like that. All the marks down the side, all these were him trying to get into it to try and fix it, because he'd had it for so long. When I found this was in a box in his shed, and he hadn't thought about it for years. And I bought it out, and my mum was like, God, I remember that calculator. And my dad remembers it. He remembers telling me the colour of the screen as well, and, you know, how much this helped him for a majority of his life. I mean, we don't... It's weird to think now that literally you pick up your phone, and your phone has everything on it. Whereas, like, back then, this is his calculator. This is it. This was all that he needed. I would love to get this up and running again. Let's have a look back inside here. It's really awkward to open that up. Still got its original serial number there. And just the workings. And can you see, is it going to focus? It's this terminal up here. I think it got some corrosion. It fell off. And I think it's really hard to actually see here through. Hang on, can I turn this light up a bit? Is that going to work? Up in this corner here it's actually quite burnt, where I think he's tried to solder it back on from this side, and obviously caused a bit of damage. You know, the damage is there. The damage was caused by my dad. It's okay. I can live with that. But I would love to get this thing up and running again, but I don't want to damage it. If anyone out there could help me fix this, please let me know in the comments, because I would absolutely love to get this working again, and you know, pass it on to my son, so it just keeps going down the line. It's just a simple Sinclair Cambridge calculator, but it's where my dad got the passion for Sinclair, where he passed it on to me, and where my son, you know, he's playing games with me as well now on the Spectrum. So it's been a long journey, and it all started here with this Sinclair calculator. And yeah, that's just why I wanted to document it. Did you ever have a calculator back in the day? Do you still have your original? Let me know in the comments. I cannot actually remember how much this would have been new. If anyone could let me know as well, that'd be very grateful. So yeah, very quick video. Oh yeah, quickish for me. We do have more videos coming up in the future, Spectrum related. I have got Oscar going to be playing some games with me on the Spectrum, and it's going to be like his first impressions of the games, and we're going to record it and play them together, which is the whole passing it on. But video coming up, we have 2 knockoffs, clones of Joust. One of these games is great, one of them is not. Let's find out what they are next time. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. We'll see you all again next time. And as I said, this was just a quick bonus video, so this is documented forever. Thanks for watching. Bye.